Hi, Ventor here. This is my first vlog. Video. What is it? A blog, but with a video? Anyway, basically, I'm not in a car, not on a motorbike, not touring anywhere. A few people have asked me actually about my route when I did my tour to the top of Britain on the GS last August. How did I get to Edinburgh without going on motorways? And I thought, yeah, that's a great idea. So here's a vlog just on that. So what did I do? Why didn't I take the A1 or M1 or M6 and get to Scotland as fast as possible from the south of Britain? Because it'd be boring. I'm riding a motorbike. I want every moment to be as enjoyable as possible. Actually, not quite possible, because living here in the Fens, the roads are dull. So I had to escape the Fens first. Once I escaped them, the roads are fantastic, if you're careful where you choose. I took 12 hours of time, not all riding, I stopped quite a few times, to get from East Anglia, from the Fens, all the way to Edinburgh, but without going on the A1, the M1, or any dual carriageway at all. So let's see, well, there was a tiny bit round Hull, only a little bit, just going across the Humber Bridge. Couldn't really avoid that. Well, I could have done, but I wanted to go across the exciting bridge. Anyway, let's look at the map. So here we are. Here's sunny Fenland area, Britain, just below the Wash. This is the Wash, for those that are not familiar. For those of you who don't understand British geography, it's a good lesson for you. So I headed up, rather than, this is the M1, the A1's here. They sort of join about, whether you're about here, and then you've got the A1 that can take you all the way to Edinburgh. The other alternative from the south of Britain is to head up the M6, or indeed use the A1, M1, and then across this A66 road, and then join the M6, M74 to Glasgow. But it's just not fun. Well, it's alright. No, not really alright at all, is it? It's not fun. So let's zoom into the map a little, and I'll just show you how I got there. Going up the east of Britain to Edinburgh in quite a direct route, actually. B roads, a lot of fun. So as you saw on my videos. Oh, by the way, I think I'm getting a little bit better at this blogging stuff. Hopefully when I do videos, as the weather gets good on the bike, they'll be better this year. We'll see. So let's look at the map. Let's zoom in a little bit closer here. Let's get in closer so we can see some of the roads. So again, the A1 over here, M1. Yawn, boring. No. I headed across the Fens until I got to this wonderful place called Boston. Then my plan was to head up across the Lincolnshire Wolds, as you can see here. Quite an unspoilt and lonely part of Britain, but very, very nice. A little bit of dual carriageway across the Humber Bridge. Then through North Yorkshire, the Yorkshire Wolds, to the Yorkshire Moors, across the Yorkshire Moors to just south of Middlesbrough. Then I did rather than using my own navigation skills with an ordnance survey map, and I turned the sat nav on and just followed it. So I'm not sure where I went then, but I headed across, I think somewhere to the north of Darlington, and joined the A68, and then took that road literally all the way to the outskirts of Edinburgh where I stayed the night. So that road is good. They're all good roads. So let me zoom in and show you. So let's start at Boston. Here we are. Here's Boston, and I think this is a pretty good place to aim for if you're coming up from the south, from London, head across to Boston. It's quite simple. Take the A16 from Peterborough, not a problem. But anyway, once you get to Boston, it starts getting interesting. So this road is the B1183. That's the road I chose out of Boston, and it's quite interesting. Even though it's quite flat here, there's some unusual villages. Yes, unusual villages. And when you get across the A155, then the road gets very interesting. Now, I think I have some good footage, or reasonable footage, of my ride back, which I have still to edit and upload, which will be hopefully in the next few days. But that's a great road into Horncastle, and you've got quite a few options. But on the way up to Edinburgh, I took the A158 briefly, and then it splits here, the road is a Y junction. And I took the B1225, as it says on the map. And this road really is superb. You have to give way at a couple of A roads, but it just runs along the very top of the Lincolnshire Wold. You're up high, the tarmac is excellent, and actually, if it's a summer Sunday, you won't be the only bike on the road. There will be a lot of bikes. When I got to Caister, I then took this little road here, this little yellow road, C road I guess they're called, just so that I could drive past the old rocket site. If you don't recall, that's in part 1 of my video, which was where nuclear missiles used to be kept in the Cold War and ready for action, apparently. Then I headed up here, back to this A road, A1084, through this village, Barnet-be-le-Wold. Now I joined the dreaded dual carriageway, but only for a short period, across the Super Humber Bridge. Definitely recommend that. It's free for motorbikes to cross, no toll. And it's a bit boring, but around Hull, or around the edge of Hull, and then out this way onto some nice B roads again. So from this roundabout back onto some nice B roads. I stopped quite a few times just to double check which way I was going, because some of these roads I hadn't actually been on before. And through this little town, Moulton. That was quite nice. Very sort of chock-a-block where there was a train coming, the level crossing, but nonetheless. And then the roads got, all these roads are nice actually and enjoyable to ride on. I was getting quite in need of a cup of tea or coffee, and luckily I found this wonderful place at Hovingham, as you'll see watching the video, Rolling Pin Cafe, and I actually stopped there on the way back as well. So definitely recommended. The beautiful town of Helmsley, and then properly up onto the beautiful Yorkshire moors, across there to Stokesley. Now I stopped there, put the sat-nav on and followed it, so I'm not sure where it took me, but I ended up over here. Let's go past Darlington on the A68, and I stayed on the A68. Well, let's whiz along, let's zoom out a little bit. A68 all the way up and across the Northumberland National Park, and this road, I think, really some amazing sections on this road. This is particularly good here, just around the border. There's some fantastic hairpins, and if you can be free of buses and lorries and slow moving cars, then you can have some fun. Jedburgh, it's a great place to stop, and then you just whiz along until you're at Edinburgh. So I thought that was a really interesting thing to show you guys. It's certainly the way to go, I think, if you're going to go to Scotland on a bike tour. Make a day of it, a whole day of it. Make it enjoyable. I mean, there's lots of other routes you could do. I'm sure if you were to study the map, you could work out a fantastic route to head up the west side of Britain. This is a great way from anyone from London, the southeast, East Anglia. That's a great route. I really recommend it. Anyway, hopefully that's been useful. And if any of you guys do venture out to Scotland and try some of these roads, let me know how you get on. So this has been Ventour. Thank you again for watching, and please do follow my channel if you're finding these little videos useful, and hopefully we'll catch up soon with another, or the final edition of my tour to the top of Britain. Thanks very much. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.